We back.
We back.
Yeah, Decipher podcast.
Yeah.
Mappy and Rictor. Trying out something a little different this time.
Yeah. It's our first win of 2018, right?
19.
Oh, shoot. I'm still back in 2018.
Still back. Gotta get you caught up. By the way, my good friend Mappy got engaged recently.
Snaps.
I didn't get to formally congratulate you.
Thank you, sir.
I want to say it on the stream.
Yeah.
For sure, man.
Just got engaged this last weekend. Crazy.
That's dope, man. Congrats.
Yeah, so 2019 has been crazy. Yeah, I got engaged at Disneyland. You know, all the friends and family was there. It's dope. Good times.
That's what's up, man. Congrats.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for the help with all that stuff. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Because that kind of stuff is not taught to us young lads.
Yeah.
And I think it should be shared.
Yeah.
Those are valuable information. Because, like, you know, purchasing a ring or like a ring, a car, a house. Those are the three things that we spend a lot of money on.
Yeah.
As adult men.
Right? Yeah, and I don't want to get too deep, but, you know, we're that generation of being raised by moms. So, not having much dads around, it's better for us to kind of like just look out for each other. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So, to me, it's just that's what we got to do.
Yeah, we'll do another podcast about that later on if y'all want.
Yeah, we'll get some real grown man talk. Some music Soul Child playing.
Yeah.
So, I think today's topic, we're just going to kind of do some gratitude or something.
Yeah, like big ups.
Yeah, just big up.
For the Bay, for the dance community out here. I think we're just kind of like gonna fire off some names and kind of share how we think or how they impacted the dance community out here in the Bay Area. And maybe we could touch on some other cats from outside of our area, the Bay.
Organically, if we get there. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Who you want to start? Or what? You want to start?
Well, I mean, if we're gonna do this, I guess I gotta start with Gary. You know what I mean?
That's who I was gonna start with.
Like, yeah, it's gotta be Gary, man. Like,
for sure.
Touched a lot of people. His reach was just insane without trying to be like a marketing mastermind. You know what I mean? He was everywhere. He'd literally drive 2 hours to teach y'all, and then another like 2.5 to get back and teach some other people. You know what I mean? Like, and this isn't when like dance was hot, where like
that was unheard of. Like, it was for me when I found out he was doing that. I was like, whoa, you drive that many hours to get to teach somewhere? Yeah. It was kind of like, I don't know, it was kind of unheard of. Like, it was almost weird. To where you would just get in your car and just drive back and forth for LA, wherever you want to go, Santa Cruz, Santa Rosa. Like, he was committed, and it seemed like a nomad to me at the time, but he was just sharing his talent. And there's some mystique about Gary when I first found out about him. Like, I was supposed to take Gary's class, and I ended up taking Lily's class because he was traveling.
Oh, she subbed for him?
She subbed for him. And that's how I discovered Culture Shock and all that stuff.
That whole world over there.
Yeah, but everyone was telling me, like, take Gary's class. But Gary Kendall had, like, he like literally changed the way we see hip-hop choreography.
Oh, for sure.
You know, I feel like he was definitely a pioneer of this choreography thing, this hip-hop, dare I say urban style, you know. It's great. It's dope.
No, for sure. I think
Legend.
he just made a big impact, so I think it's only right that we start this off bigging him up.
Yeah. Mind Tricks. His influence from Mind Tricks, and then him going to Culture Shock, and then Jabberwockies.
Yeah.
You know,
that whole thing. And then outside of that, he had his whole like industry game on lock. He had like the carnival thing with the suits. Yeah. The costumes. Like,
that was interesting. I've never seen that.
I was training with him for that right before like
You were going to be a character?
Yeah. Wow. So I was kind of cross-training to do that.
I always heard it. People talked about it. Like, Randy would talk about it. Like, I would hear it in conversation that he's booking for this thing. And are you going to do that gig? Or did you ever book that gig? And I have it, like, imagine it in my head because it's at a county fair or something, right?
Yeah, it would go to different fairs. Yeah.
And then you guys would perform, do, like...
You put the costume on, and then you do the choreography. And, like, the choreography was legit, too. Yeah. So it wasn't like some easy stuff because you got a costume on. Like, it's some like...
Yeah, that's so cool. I wish I would have seen that live. Anyway.
But yeah, so kind of... I just wanted to big up his industry, too. His industry acumen, not just his community sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he was on his business.
Yeah, he definitely could be in the community and industry at the same time. He's one of those rare people that was still in touch with the community and then got paid for what he did, you know?
Yeah.
Cool. He was definitely a legend in my eyes.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like, I think the younger generation of our Bay Area dance community should look him up. You know, maybe there might not be a lot of resources out there to watch him, but he's dope. He's really dope.
Yeah, man.
Beyond dope. He's amazing.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. So who are we gonna move to next? Some big shoes to jump from. But.
Yeah. So for me, like Gary, right? So he did the almost like the popping isolation kind of style, hip hop style. I would big up Alan Frias for Might Never Matter.
Sure.
He kind of covered the whole San Francisco area in the style of high energy, fierce, strong. What are the other words that would describe him? Ratchet.
Yeah.
In all the good ways of ratchetness in the style of dance.
High level ratchet. It wasn't just ghetto, just to be ghetto.
And I feel like for me, his biggest influence in the community is just that performance aspect of his style. Where in the beginning, hip hop was so stoic. When you saw the crews, they were almost very just angry all the time. It's just what the persona aggressive. Yeah. Alan brought out this like sass, you know.
Yeah.
And I think another thing that he was a big influence on was formations, like how he did formations and how he transitioned between pieces, you know.
Yeah.
To me, it was definitely that's a big influence in the
for sure.
Yeah.
Major big ups to Alan, man.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
He's held down generations. Plural, you know, like he's still doing it, still getting out there.
Yeah, and now he's teaching more kids.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's crazy to think. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's awesome.
And they're killing it, bro.
Yeah.
These kids are killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Alan's a big one. A lot of you guys might not even hear this name anymore. Lily Brewster was another one.
For sure. Got a big one.
Bigger up. Her and Gary, they have, you know, both influenced each other in a sense. Lily Brewster, by the way, if you guys don't know her, she used to be artistic director for Culture Shock San Francisco, and now it formerly known was San Francisco, and now it's Culture Shock Oakland. Yeah, she was my artistic director when I was on.
That's crazy.
She kind of influenced me in the lyrical tip. Like, she was big on catching words and arm like movements, like also counts and rhythms. That Gary was big with that. Gary is really good with the musicality. Like that's his influence in the community. If I could, you know. For
sure, the musicality. Yeah, no, definitely big up to Lily. That was like the first choreography I learned coming from b-boying. I guess my first artistic director, Coach Shock Oakland. She taught me a lot.
Yeah.
She was dope, man. She was dope.
Yeah.
Kamai.
You know what I mean?
Can't say that. Can't say her name without saying that.
Yeah. That's her group after Coach Shock Oakland.
Yeah. Who else, man?
Shout outs to Ronnie Reddick. He was part of the original Coach Shock San Francisco.
San
Fran. And then he branched off and started doing City Slam. And I think what Ronnie brings to the table is that professional side of dance. Like, he books a lot, and he trains you how to be a professional dancer instead of a community dancer. Like, he'll train you how to dress a certain way or how to show up to auditions, the things that we don't really learn in the Bay Area because we're not in the LA industry.
The work is not as happening as often.
So for me, I learned a lot about being a professional dancer through Ronnie, and booking and how you should be as a professional dancer, because coming from community, we weren't exposed to that. We just showed up to rehearsal and then showed up to these community shows and did our thing, and that was it. But there's a whole other side where you are supposed to be a professional dancer. You show up to gigs on time, you show up a certain way so you're ready to just change out of your costume or get and how you act during those gigs. I think Ronnie's a big influence, as far as that. There's a lot of dancers that came through City Slam that are now, still doing professional gigs. So, big ups, Ronnie Reddick.
Big ups to Ronnie Reddick, man. I ain't really got to work with him, but respect his work, respect his grind for sure.
Corey Action.
Corey
New
Action.
Style Motherload.
And
for me, Corey's energy is very similar to, not just energy, not style-wise, but to Alan. So, I feel if Alan was in San Francisco, he had the same vibe that he was doing in Oakland. This energetic type energy. And he was doing some big things in Oakland too. Diamond, I think, was a youth team that he had.
Yeah. He built a little empire over there, man.
Yeah.
You gotta big him up. For sure.
Who else is out here? Mama Kim.
She's been holding it down for
still holding it down.
Still holding it down.
I think that's crazy.
Yeah, that is.
Just to have a career that long, I mean, wanting to keep directing, because it could be a burnout. Just doing it year after year.
Yeah, she's been doing it for a minute, and then she kind of had that second win when her daughter was climbing. You know what I mean?
Dominique. Shout out, Dominique.
Shout outs. So definitely longevity.
Yep.
Gotta salute.
Still doing it.
Still doing it.
Chapkus, Craig, he's holding it down. I think he had a big influence in the sense that he stuck to his commercial style in a sense. I'm sure he's gonna hate hearing that kind of description of his style. But I love that. He's my brother. But he's doing now. He's staying in Vallejo. No, Sassoon. Right? He was first in Vallejo. He had Dance Unlimited out there.
Yeah.
Dope studio. He grew an empire.
Pretty
literally
built
one up from nothing, right? Who dances out there in Vallejo and Sassoon? And people would drive to be on Chapkus Dance. They would drive from Sac, they would drive from Napa, they would come from everywhere just to be on this team.
Vacaville.
Yeah. He's definitely been a big influence, and he stayed on his grind for years.
For years, man. Because even before we started to kind of see him, he was already grinding away.
Yeah.
He comes from that dance family, right?
Yeah.
So, big him up.
For sure.
Mr. Chapkus.
I know. I'm not who's the Corey Watkins? Do you know him?
Nuh-uh.
Corey Watkins. What was the crew? I'm trying to remember what crew he was on. I'm getting into some freestyle kind of, not in the b-boy, but freestyle. there was a crossover with Super Dave. Super Dave was in the same crew.
Oh, he's from Housing Authority?
Housing Authority, that's what he was. Thank you. Thanks,
yeah,
Rick.
I know of them, I just don't know their names. And
yeah, so like Housing Authority, I feel like there was such a big influence in the Bay.
Yeah,
a lot of
sure.
people don't know, but they were one of the only like crews that actually like put together some sets, like choreography sets, but they were kind of freestylers,
battlers.
Yeah, in the beginning, that's what the crews out here were like. If you were a crew, you kind of freestyled a little bit, and then you did stage performances together, but you like freestyle as a crew. Now it's mostly like choreography teams, but I think they had a big influence because then Super Dave was on it, and then Super Dave, when he moved to LA, his style kind of influenced a lot of people, like Marty Kudelka, like, you know, some people from up here, Kevin Brewer and Sean Evaristo. Shout out Sean Evaristo. He's another huge one, right?
Huge.
To me, he's definitely one of the newer cats, the younger cats when we were in the game, you know?
Yeah.
But he influenced a lot from Gen 2 to APT to
that.
The company, the what was the big name before? I keep forgetting all these names. You remember they were under one big umbrella?
The Camp?
The Camp, yes, the Camp. There was Groove Junkies before that.
Yeah, I was thinking of that too. I was thinking of Groove Junkies.
Yeah, they were Groove Junkies.
That's kind of like in between.
Yeah. Sean definitely had a huge influence in the style, especially out there in Daly City.
Yeah, definitely up there. He was holding it down.
Yeah, Pat Cruz.
That whole 650, like, remember, cause like, when we first met him at Schumacher's, or at least I did, he was like already holding down San Bruno too. You know, so
Schumacher's, holy shit.
I mean, he was big up Sean.
Yeah.
Libra gang.
And I mean, he's now still continued to influence the world.
Yeah, you know, he's still making moves, man.
Yeah, it's
like,
amazing.
He's got, what is he doing? He just opened some studio with like a Asian entertainment company.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What? That's crazy.
He's still making moves, man.
Just from ML, the starting of the ML as like this featured choreographer, concept videos with Konaru.
And a lot of like product placement, like shirts.
ML. It was kind of genius. Like, we've never seen that kind of like branding.
Yeah, and like thinking it all through, putting it together.
Which
is like, that's how his choreo is, you know what I mean? So he just kind of applied it to
creating a brand. That's a good kind of thing, because I remember seeing it first at Lime Green.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, that's genius. The minimalistic logo, and he like put it everywhere. It was like ML, and it stuck. And I think it became kind of like, it's not like we never knew what branding was.
Yeah.
But
no,
we didn't really know it.
We haven't seen it in the dance room like that. Yeah.
It was crazy. I think it was a game changer, but some of us were doing it already, but
small scale.
But he like put it together in a nice way, and it's like, whoa.
And it scaled from small to big, like
the
studio, the videos, the shirts.
Yeah, he really took it. It's like something click, and he is like, let's do this.
Yeah, big up to Sean, man. That was genius.
Yeah, who else is out there?
I mean, if we want to talk Bay crews or Bay stuff, then it's like Rock Force, Renegades on the B-boy side.
Speak
on it.
You know what
I mean? We gotta definitely like
Headhunters.
Yeah, Headhunters for sure. I hate when you do that to me. Yeah, Headhunters. Style Elements. Just like, you know, big up the legendary crews.
Yeah.
Been here in a minute.
Like, big up Bionic.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Like in the
Machine Gun Funk.
Machine Gun Funk.
Because I remember funk styles were really dropping, and they're kind of all band together and make Machine Gun Funk.
Big up CJ and Crystal. AOV.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Right?
650 representation, dude. They were building that over there on that side when we were just kind of everywhere else.
For sure. They like, really started this whole dubstep thing, and we were able to, I think what they captured was they were able to connect the style to a genre of music, you know, similar to maybe what we may have done with R&B music. There was a certain movement that they were doing, the isolation, the popping style to dubstep, and it really like made people copy. A lot of teams copy that formula, you know.
Definitely, that was like the new wave for a minute.
Yeah, and everybody was dubstep, and then there, you know, all that stuff.
Same kind of roll-offs and all.
Same kind of roll-offs and visuals and stuff like that. Major influence in the Bay.
Yeah. For Crystal, it was a big style change from my eyes. Just I haven't seen her change, and then all of a sudden she was like rocking some other stuff. It's like, oh snap.
Yeah.
Like some Crump and all that, you know.
Oh yeah, she's killing Crump.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just I haven't seen her in a while, and I was like, whoa. So big up to Crystal and CJ for sure.
Yeah, for sure. They're still constantly evolving.
Yeah, man.
You know.
Still pushing. Still pushing. Still
building an empire. Both. I guess they opened a studio in San Jose now too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think Francis is the main man for that over there.
Nice.
Who else should we big up?
Dennis Infante and the rest of the fellas.
Definitely him and them. I was gonna say Randy, but we can go through Chain first.
Yeah.
Chain Boys, Dennis.
Yeah, all the other ones.
Is Dennis still teaching, right?
I'm not sure.
Cause he was doing like an old school kind of class for a minute.
Pure dance.
Yeah. Pure dance.
Yeah, I don't know if he's still teaching, but huge influence on the music side as well too. Like, especially when he DJ'd at parties, like that shit was always lit when he would go on, because he knew what dancers loved to dance to, so he'll just, you know, put on a set and it just, everybody just went off.
Just rock it. Yeah.
He knew how to play for a dance crowd. Yeah, you know, we could talk about Randy. Are we talking about Randy Burnell from Mind Tricks?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely got to big him up.
That's another guy that really, like, you know, I feel like transcended alongside with Garrett Kendall, that whole style of what we associate hip hop choreography with. You know, that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. No one was doing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. We were all doing whole counts and repetitive ones. You know, like movement wise before any of that. And then these guys, Randy and Gary, came out, and these guys were adding end counts and juggling beats. You know, it's
and doing like clever moves.
Yeah,
like, it's like, oh, you did your hands like that because it's a reference to some Asian thing. Oh, cool. You know, like not only were like the counts and the dance and the musicality intricate, it was like the movements too kind of like fit. It's like, oh snap. So big up to Randy.
Yeah. Goodness, who else?
Man.
Darnell from FBC.
Yeah, man. He's been holding it down. He's still rocking, right? FBC still doing the thing, right?
I'm not sure. Yeah, because they used to throw. Well, last year they didn't throw it, but they throw their own Halloween show.
Yeah, that's the one over here, right?
Yeah, but those kids, the FBC kids, used to kill at competitions. They would be a youth team killing at an adult, like
the open
majority.
Division ones.
Yeah. I remember they winning a Battle Fest ones, and a lot of those kids were beasts. They were killers. Now they're, you know, in LA doing their thing. It's dope.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
They were dope. Shout out Darnell. Built a little squad, a little army.
I mean, we could shout out, like, I guess Em and Kyle for
sure,
their influence in like funks. Bringing the SoCal vibe to the Bay Area.
I think they kind of made it. To me, they made it competitive. They made the Bay scene like really competitive. It was kind of more like tribal, Like this is
my crew.
Tribe. Yeah, this is that tribe.
It's my family.
We see each other at shows. We don't. But I feel like when they came out, it was like, oh no, like I'm trying to be the best.
The best.
I'm trying to be the best. And it's like they're like, oh, we don't care who's the best. Like, no, we're trying to be the best. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then everyone kind of just like started to reciprocate. Like, no, that's just
best.
Yeah. I felt like that was their biggest contribution to the bass scene to me was that. Like,
I think they also brought a sense of or like a sense of like structure, like
for sure,
like a business kind of outlook to dance. Like you said, we were just tribes, you know.
Yeah.
We were tribe. We were like, this is our tribe. When they came, it's like 7-Eleven or Starbucks came to town.
yeah.
They're, you know,
it's very structured.
Very structured. And I think it opened up some people's eyes that like that, and maybe like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
We can look at dance as a business as well, with a business model type thing. Yeah. Who else is out there? I mean, we could big up us too, right? We could big up Buttermilk.
Who else? I mean, we can go up north still. We went up to Greg, so we could talk about Boogie.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we can include that.
Boogie
it might not be really considered Bay Area, but that's still NorCal dance community. Yeah.
I like the NorCal thing.
Oh, they're...
Because it gets blurry because there's Chapkus, and that's like the edge.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like... But yeah. Boogie Monsters. Press Play.
For sure.
That whole...
Yeah, and that came from also from Gary's influence.
Yeah, that was like...
Yeah, so...
Straight from the vein.
Yeah, the three...
Because he was teaching out there?
I don't know if he would. I mean, you know, Gary's probably got his hand and his influence everywhere. And I think when the Three Muskies, Joe, Phil, and Kevin, that's what they used to call themselves, they were on the squad named Kaboom Squad.
Kaboom, right? Yeah.
And I think they may have seen each other. I don't know. I'm making up stories, but I'm sure like because they ended up collaborating together, and Kaboom became Mind Tricks at some point for Battlefest, and it was the first time we've ever seen Mind Tricks like more than 12 people deep, or you know, they were huge. It was crazy, and it was like, oh, this is the end. Oh no. Because they were good. When you got Kaboom Squad and Mind Tricks, and they had this very similar style at the time, and they were influenced each other. They like practiced together. Committed. Then they combined. It was like, oh, it's over. Why are we even competing? That was basically Jabberwockies, you know what I mean?
I remember going to events, but I wasn't even looking at choreo. I was just b-boying, like looking for ciphers.
Yeah.
So I remember them being at things I was at, but it's crazy.
Who, Kaboom Squad?
Or like Mind Tricks.
Yeah. Because they were most of them were b-boys at the time.
Some of them were, yeah.
Yeah, definitely, like, just Gary's influence transferred over to those boys, and Boogie, you know, that style is just that free form almost, like we were still doing. Yeah. Oh my goodness. It's natural. It's almost like, what the heck are you? It's not even choreography where you just freestyling the whole time, but
you just move like that. You just do cool shit like that, like getting your mail. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's so natural and like stylish. It's like, man,
like they like Phil influenced me for sure. Like we were doing some R&B, but when he would do it, it's just so natural.
For sure.
It was so effortless.
For sure. That dude influenced me too. Then my birthday's like a day from his. We soulmates. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And Joe
would press play, so
crispy.
Yeah, so like Phil had Boogie, Joe had press play, and then Kevin had Super Galactic.
But he moved down.
And so I think that's kind of like the crossover, right? When Kevin moved down. A lot of people think that Kevin is from San Diego, but he's from Sacramento.
Right.
He moved to San Diego.
Yeah.
Joined Coach Shock SD.
That's right. I was wondering. I was like, well, who did he join first before Super?
Yeah.
That's right.
And so the Bay influence, or the NorCal influence, I should say, kind of transferred over to like the San Diego scene.
Which was already on its own.
It's already on its own. Yeah. San Diego scene, that's a whole different pod right there. Who else was up there?
To them.
Brandon Nobody.
Yep.
They like passed the torch, I feel like, to them, and he kind of preserved that style and passed it on again with his own kind of, his own choreography and his own philosophy with dance.
Yo, I'm trying to think of her name. She's from SAC too.
You're talking about Faye? Not Faye, right? From Bliss?
No.
Shout out to her. She's doing her thing out there.
Yeah, she's like on the edge of SAC.
Yeah. Yeah, but she's creating her own community out there too. Those people that are in nowhere land and making their own dance world is crazy.
Yeah, and she's got a dope spot. She's got a dope spot. Yeah. Right across the street from Kaiser, so if you get hurt, you're good.
Yeah. Right across the street.
Right across the street.
You been there?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Trying to think. What were we just talking about? Oh, I can't remember her name though. But she's from SAC. She was friends with the Boogie Cats. She does a lot of the...
April.
Yeah.
Are you talking about April Bumbao? Yeah.
Wanted to big her up.
Oh, big ups, yes.
Yeah, she's holding it down.
Yeah, she's holding it down. She was a younger cat when we were around.
Yeah. She's been still doing it.
She's still doing it. She's out in SoCal now, I think.
Oh, word? Okay.
With Snow Globe.
Okay.
Yeah, she teaches out there.
Yeah, I seen her on the docket for them. I didn't know she lived down there. I was like, she be traveling a lot?
Yeah.
I can't keep up.
Same.
Right.
Who else we got out here?
Oh, man. It's just...
so many people that's inspired the community, There's, a lot of newer cats, obviously, now that's influencing people for the community. Shout out to Daniel Kang, Leslie, Panish Pakti.
Wow, you said it. You said it. 10 points. Ding, ding. 10 points. I got to get a sound thing for that.
Yeah, it's so crazy to me. Like, Leslie used to take the classes I used to teach at Step Styles and Spotlight. Remember that Tuesday class?
Yeah.
She used to come in that class, and that was one of her first dance classes. She used to take a cardio, like hip-hop class at a gym, and then she would drive from San Jose to Fremont to take my class. And you would be there, because that would be our, like...
pre-rehearsal.
Yeah, like, thing to choreograph. We put a couple 8 counts together.
That's right.
Her and one other... Buttermilks. And she would come... And I almost forgot about her because, like, it was always her and another student, and then she would not come, and then the other, it's like, and then I haven't heard from her, and then she was like, all of a sudden, like, she was dancing with Groove, and now she's doing her weekly class, and it's really popular, and
she's like
she
straight
got a good
class.
following.
She's like the female Allen kind of thing.
Yeah, her following is crazy. Like, I see videos of her in class, and just like 30-40 people in the class.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
That's amazing. So it's big ups to her for doing her thing still.
Locking it down.
Yeah, like Daniel Kang and that whole like Groove kind of family there. Groove Against the Machine, Tribe Called Groove Gen.
Yeah.
That's a huge, that's big. It's a big family to manage and stuff. So big up to him. Like she.
Oh, wow, we're gonna get deep in the roots of the game. Yeah, because she brought up a lot of the South Bay scene.
Yeah, versatile styles. Like, she was one of the only. Phase 2, yeah. She was a big influence. Like, I feel like she was like one of the only female choreographers out at the time, and she was
a mad versatile dancer. You know what I mean? It's like
mad versatile.
Like, she just does hip hop. Oh no! When you see the other stuff, like, she can
killed choreo. Oh my god,
she could do this too. It's like,
her movement was natural. When she was on Phoenix, every time she amazed me. Like the way that she moved is so natural, effortless.
Yeah.
You know,
she's so dope.
She's so dope.
Yeah, and she had musicality. She didn't try to beat you over the head with it.
Yeah.
Like we tried to get a little crazy.
Yeah.
But she was like, she had her own, just enough.
Natural, yeah. Just soul. Very soulful. What else we got?
Dang.
I feel like we should have made a list beforehand, but
right. We're going off the top for y'all.
Yeah, off the top. I'm sure we're leaving out hell of people.
Oh, for sure.
But
not purposefully.
Yeah. I mean, for me, like one of the bigger influences for me were Alan, Gary Kendall, you know, Ronnie, who I just named off earlier. They all kind of encompass like this part of my dance journey, and it's made me who I am. Yeah, like musicality wise, like, and just creativity was, Gary was like, whoa, that's crazy. You know, I didn't hear that beat before. With Alan, it was like, I didn't know I could move like that. You know, I could like be less structured. You know, he was just naturally flowing. And, you know, with Ronnie, it was like that professionalism that, you know, I needed at that time in my life, you know. And then obviously a bunch of other amazing choreographers that's not from the Bay, but those are my main ones in the Bay.
That's crazy. I pictured it almost as like your mind, body, and soul.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Gary opened your mind.
Yeah.
Alan like helped your body.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Ronnie helped your soul. So you know like, you should get paid and what you're worth.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean?
That's crazy.
Yeah. I was thinking, like, oh man, that's crazy because you picked 3, and I was just like,
yeah.
But they like, yeah, that's dope. That's
cool.
dope, man. Shoot, I guess for me on the choreo side, it's Lily, Jafar.
Yeah. Oh, Jafar for sure.
Like definitely early on, it was those two. I want to say you too, because I was learning shit.
Yeah.
You were teaching a lot.
I was teaching.
And I was there, like, oh,
yeah.
What work?
We were both discovering stuff. We were vibing each other, you know, and we were like just seeing what you were doing too. It inspired me to like, oh, shoot, that's weird. I would never do that, but yeah, let's try that.
yeah. I can get used to that. It's not that weird. I just wouldn't have thought of that. Yeah, definitely a lot of back and forth.
I feel like I think we've mentioned this name on the pod a couple of times, and I feel like he needs to be on at some point.
So you're putting this out there?
Putting this out there in the universe.
All right.
But I feel like our homie Jimmy O'Shea.
We'll definitely have to have video so they can see.
I feel like our homie Jimmy O'Shea, like people missed that. Like he was doing some shit that we were not ready for.
People now, I think they'd be like, what?
What?
Yeah. He's
and
like way levels ahead, not just like, oh, well, he's one step ahead. Like, no, he's like levels.
Lifetime ahead of his generation. It was crazy. Like, it's almost like when he would teach us things, it was, oh, like, we can't do that. That's too weird. That's like, no, that's not cute.
Wait, because you want 30 of us to do that?
That's impossible.
Son.
Yeah. But now, like, kids are doing some crazy shit. But you know, I feel like if he was able to put choreography out there and put it on other people, it would have.
With the amount of dancers now and how talented they are, because you would think you can't do that. You can't get to that spot and stop. You know what I mean? And then he'd explain it, and then you'd see him do it, and you're like, whoa, like, he can do it, though. Like, so it is possible. It's
he's very Gumby-like, but with technique. The way he heard music was weird.
It's crazy.
But it made sense. He was almost behind the pocket, but or late, but perfectly late on offbeat.
If he was late, it was to set up something else, but it wasn't like a giveaway.
Yeah.
Like,
so I'm gonna put it out there, Jimmy O'Shea.
Yeah, man.
Come through. Get on the pod.
We can Skype you in, man. I got that set up. Let me know. Somebody tell O'Shea.
I feel like the listeners need to see you and meet you because we dropped your name several times.
Yeah.
Like, he influenced me, like, in a weird way. Like, I'm like, what? It opened up my mind. Like, there's a plethora of movement that you could possibly do. Because before I was like, okay, well, now we got video. Like, arm, details, like, his was just like,
it's like, you're going to go like this.
But that's what it is. Like, that's his count. That's his movement.
Yeah.
It was never like, whoa.
It wasn't awkward. It just was like, you're going to stop there? And now you're going to spin?
Yeah.
And then stop on a dime?
Yeah.
Oh, how do you do that? Like,
this move. I'll never forget that. Sorry.
That was crazy.
Anyways, Jay O'Shea, come on the pod. We miss you. Yeah, like when we're on Funks, I feel like there's a lot of killers on that has now is continue to inspire other dancers outside of the Bay, like Ellen.
For sure.
Sean's still doing that. Pat was never on Funks,
no.
but
Fowl was. Mike Fowl
is on Kinja's now.
Yeah. I remember being frustrated with Mike.
Really?
Get into the damn piece, man. Just trying to get into pieces. Like, it's frustrating because he was like scholarship.
Oh yeah. I mean, we all gotta start somewhere, right? We don't come. Like, now he's amazing.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. That's what's crazy. It's like, man, I remember me and you were struggling in the back.
Yeah.
Like, look at you. Like, it's amazing.
He was.
It's amazing,
I remember that he was scholarship, but it's good. He's amazing now.
Yeah, it's amazing.
We all gotta kind of get better, start somewhere.
Yeah, that's why I just like, I couldn't be mad at anybody. It's like, I'm so happy because I've watched you.
Yeah.
From some point, you know what I mean? So, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Love them cats. Who else we gonna big up? Pat Cruz?
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah, we mentioned him earlier, but we can go deep dive on Pat. Definitely company.
Yeah.
Like, that lineage is still keeps growing. And the lineage started from, Sean and Pat, and now you have Jason Rolera that's killing it.
Yup.
Aggie Loyola.
She's insane. Dude.
She's crazy. Like, those there's more. There's get to be more people that are, have that kind of lineage from those two. And it's you see their influence everywhere.
Yeah.
SoCal, all around the world.
All over.
Yeah.
A lot of clones. In a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Micaiah, big ups to Micaiah for throwing an event that allowed us to like showcase her talents and stuff like that, and for as many years as she's doing it, big ups to her.
Yeah, throwing an event. That's a big event. That's a big stage.
Big.
I'd say that. It's a big stage.
Yeah.
To be on a stage like that, in a theater like that,
yeah,
it's pretty dope. It's bucket list, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Be
yeah.
like, oh, I've done one of these kind of halls, like this big old thing. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
And she's still, doing her own dance company and,
Soul Force?
Yeah.
No. Crazy.
Yeah. See, that's I think that's so crazy to me that she throws that. She could easily put her team on there and be like, this is my show, I can put my team on it. But she doesn't do that. It's about the
I think
community.
she did probably way back when she's
Way
building
back,
it up.
It was building back.
But yeah.
But now it's like, it's different. Like, it's really about how she curates the show. Seach.
Oh, for sure.
Seach,
DS
players.
The sage.
Yeah.
The wise sage.
It's like a Yoda out here.
Yeah, exactly. He's like,
He's like an Obi-Wan.
David Carradine, Kung Fu The Legend Continues, just roaming, just full of knowledge. That's Seach.
Full of knowledge.
That's Seach, dude. He got scrolls.
Yeah. but he has such like a OG set vibe about him.
For sure.
But he, compared to the other OGs in the popping world, like he's a baby.
Yeah.
Right? Because he learned from them, but like he's definitely has this OG vibe about him. DS players for sure.
DSP.
I don't know. How about any freestyle crews that we can big up?
Snap. Oh, I mean, we can always big up like Soul Shifters.
Soul Shifters, yes.
You know, Circle of Fire.
Circle of Fire.
Got to give them some love.
What's Mikey's crew's name? Mikey Disco's crew.
Oh, Soul Sector.
Soul Sector.
Or,
it's
oh no, they're going back with the old Knuckle Neck tribe, right?
Yeah, Knuckle Neck.
They're bringing them back. They're bringing them back.
Breaking crews. They're the most influential ones in the Bay.
Influential. It's pretty much Rock Force Renegades, but you know, just in terms of putting it down and you know paying dues, you gotta do the old school DSD1, East Bay Mafia, 3 Eye Monsters. Who else? I already said Headhunters earlier. Don't want to seem biased. Foot Clan, CJ's old crew.
Really? That's what it was called?
Yeah, Foot Clan.
Foot Clan.
No, there's B-Boy crews, are there? I feel like I'm forgetting one that's like major and I'm gonna get roasted for it.
I'm like getting goosebumps though, like you just naming all the freestyle crews and the B-Boy crews, and we were just talking about choreo heads, like, and just thinking about how rich
the scene is.
You know, like all those names that you just mentioned, I know some of them, but I'm sure you can pop off more names, you know. But
Hybrid
so
crew.
Rich, you know. Crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot of gems, man. A lot of gems.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if we can get it all together. Flexible Flav, Sacramento. So I'm gonna just keep jumping them.
Yeah.
Keep forgetting some of them. I don't want to get roasted by them. Orbit Docs. Sacramento.
What are they called?
Orbit Documents.
Orbit Docs.
Orbit Docs.
I just heard of a new locking crew called Ortholocks.
Ortholocks? That's fresh.
I heard they're really sick.
That's sick. I would go with the Warlocks.
Ortholocks. Warlocks. If it was either an event or a mindset or a certain way of doing things, or we all learn from each other up here. Like, we helped kind of grow this community. Like, if you know, we will not be where we're at right now if it wasn't for those little things that is probably not even documented by anybody.
Yeah.
You know, the things that we're now doing makes it took our dance, it elevated it, you know. And I think there's a lot of newer or younger generation we're gonna end up bigging up on in a few years, because they're making their own kind of you know, changes and their own moves in the community that is like, oh, that's cool, let me do that too, or it inspired me, you know. So definitely, for sure, big ups to everybody.
Looking forward to watching the progression, the evolution. I don't want to forget this dude, because I know he'll kill both of us. Krishan.
We gonna be dead.
I told you. I just big up Krishan. Didn't want to forget you.
Last but not least.
Hurt
his foot too. This fool hurt his foot.
He's old.
He's old. You're old. I'm a day older though. Respect your elders.
Respect.
No, yeah, let's speak on him real quick. Like, VIP Booth Troop. There's a lot of dancers that came out of that, and he's trained a lot of talented dancers.
He had a huge movement.
Yeah, especially in the San Jose later on, and you know, later, the 2000s ish, late 2000-ish.
Yeah, he built a little empire himself.
Yeah, big up Krishan.
Even when we met him, he had a little empire, booth and all that. So he's good. He's good with kids.
Good with kids. He was a great leader. Like what I admire about him, he was like a good storyteller. Like that's something that I was never really like. It wasn't my strong suit. He would always be good at creating themes in his sets. He'll go for props. He'll go for costumes.
Yeah, he'll go for it.
For sure. My taste, it might be a little bit like. What's the word that's not offensive? Too cheesy.
That's not offensive. Oh.
I love you, Krishan.
Right.
But there's.
Nah,
it's like,
I know what you mean.
I know
what you mean.
But it works.
He go for it,
and it'll win competitions. So
he'll take the shot, and it'll land sometimes. Sometimes it don't, but it lands often.
Yeah,
I would say that.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I guess we about to end this.
I can't believe we almost forgot about. Oh God.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, we can't.
Let's start the podcast over.
From the top.
From the top. Here we go.
No, so thanks for listening.
Yeah.
We plan to bring you some more content. Sorry about the lighting. The light in the world changed. Like the sun just took a break.
we could control the clouds.
It's not like there was a light, but thanks for hanging in there. And give us some feedback if you like this or if you like something else that we did or whatever. Let us know. We trying out some stuff. It's 2019. Yeah. So we out. Decipher Podcast. Peace.